Thank you. Yes, we all enjoy a good cup of coffee, especially as hard-working students. That's good coffee. But in this current credit crisis, can we really afford to be paying for coffee? The University of Abertay, a place where students can work hard and drink hot beverages for free to their heart's content. But this university has undergone a horrible scandal, the unfair confiscation of one of their most valuable items. The confiscation of the kettle here in Whitespace has affected many students. I spoke to one who revealed his frustrations at this scandal. How do you feel now that the kettle's gone?
Pretty pissed, to be honest. Not only was I getting refreshments from there, I was also socialising with other fellow students, and now that aspect is gone. The only chance left is to buy those freaking £1 bottles at the Coke machine, and mostly go with friends like, "Hey dude, what's up?" And like, "Oh, sorry, I haven't got a pound," and like walk away again. So that's your chat over, really.
Yeah. So there was a social aspect involved in having the kettle. Then is that what you're saying?
Oh, definitely. It was a Facebook of stuff, really. You just went up there and met people. It was great.
Brilliant. How do you feel now that it's gone?
I feel mistreated. I think this is a social injustice. I mean, the tutors, they still got their water cooler. They can still get their water and stuff already. And we've got a little red switch for the hot water, and we got nothing now. And we always have to go to the cafe, which is shut at 5 p.m. and we do quite long hours to 9 p.m. So I don't see why we could just get a health and safety inspector, just quickly put a little sticker on a kettle and let it be done with.
So you don't think it's fair then that the health and safety inspector took that away?
Definitely not fair. It's just a kettle, for Christ's sake. You should also take away all of our laptops too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you had one message to give to the health and safety guy that took that kettle away, what would it be?
Give our kettle back.
Others reacted a lot more hostile to the incident.
What would you say to the guy who confiscated the kettle?
I'm going to kill him. I want to rip out his heart. I want to show it to his face and just make him eat it. I just can't get across to you how bad this is for me. The kettle is just one of those things we needed. I can't live without it.
For one student, the loss of the kettle was devastating.
My name is Jack. I'm 21 years old. I'm studying computer arts in Abertay. Currently in my third year. My hobbies are wide-ranged. As you can tell, I'm a coffee fanatic. I've travelled around the world with coffee, Colombia, China. That was mainly for the green tea. I mainly use the kettle for making beverages of the hot variety. Coffee was my favourite. It was just great to have something there you could go to and you could constantly rely on.
What were your feelings of the kettle when it was here?
Oh, it was great. It was like having a new friend. He was so reliable. He was always there. One of my fondest memories is actually when I first saw the kettle. I came in and there was mugs. There were mug holders, spoons, digestive biscuits. And I really miss those days now. Just not the same. It's still it feels like a part of me is gone, because it's like it was just so close, and it's not the same, The coffee you have to buy at the Union is £1.30, and being a student you can't afford that. And it's all that processed stuff, It's not the same coffee grain.
What would you say to the health and safety guy that took the kettle away?
I wouldn't say anything. I would listen. I listened to what he had to say about taking that kettle away, because that was the most important thing we had here. And I mean, there's just no justice in the world. I think it was a dark day when he took it away. I mean, we all know how to use a kettle. It just shows there is no justice in the world, you know.
Since the confiscation of the kettle, a mysterious individual known only as the Kettle Baron has been hiding the kettle in various locations throughout the university.
Excuse me. Sorry, but can I just ask what you're up to here?
I'm just getting myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah? Where did that kettle come from?
Well, it was down in White Space, but we've been shunned from there. We're not allowed to use it, so our master Avenger, the Kettle Bandit, he's been relocating the kettle for us in like secret locations such as this. And, yeah, well, we can get our coffee now. It's good.
Do you know who this Kettle Bandit is?
Nah, I've heard about him, but I don't know. Nobody ever sees him. He's quite a mysterious character. Like.
Have you heard of this infamous figure going around called the Kettle Bandit?
The Kettle Bandit, yeah. After the kettle went missing, I think it was about 3 days. And I heard stories about somebody coming into White Space after 9 p.m, setting up the kettle for the next day, full of water and stuff. So I wanted to look into it, but I've never been able to see him.
Any ideas who he might be?
I've got a few ideas of who it could be. I don't want to name any names because obviously there'll be a lot of trouble involved.
I was fortunate enough to catch this individual and to grab an interview with him. He asked that his identity be kept a secret.
Okay, so you're the infamous Kettle Baron. Can you tell me exactly what it is you do?
I provide coffee for the hard-working students of this university.
Why is it that you do that?
Because there can be no life without coffee.
Do you think it's important what you're doing?
It's impossible to work without coffee, everyone knows that.
So would you say it was unfair and unjust, the confiscation of the kettle?
Yeah, because the health and safety guy has a kettle in his office and he won't give us a kettle. That's just shocking.
Some people have described you as a modern day Robin Hood for White Space. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I kind of see that. I think I'm a bit better than Robin Hood though. Yeah, I don't wear tights.
If you had one message to say to the health and safety officer, what would it be?
I'd tell him to stop being such a hypocrite and such a starch arse, and you know, that just because he's ended up in health and safety doesn't mean he has to be like the stereotypical health and safety douchebag and ban everything that people younger than him were doing.
Well, Kettle Baron, thanks for your time. I know you risked a lot coming here. Just want to shake your hand.
No way.
Nope, definitely no.
Kettle Baron does not shake hands.
No physical contact?
No.
No, okay. Thanks anyway.
Cool.
Bye.
This is not just about the loss of a kettle. This is about an act of social injustice. The kettle is more than just a kettle. It is a symbol of freedom from the tyrannical rule of health and safety officers. A symbol of hope in an unfair world.
Yeah. Thank you.
What do you mean? Sorry. What do you?
Another one, me again.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, we all enjoy a good cup of coffee, especially in this day and age. Nope, that's not what I meant to say. Yep.
Can we really afford to pay for coffee?
Get out my shot, Liam. Not you're in it, unbelievable.
That'll be the ATP machine.
I don't have ATP.
My name's Jack Landay. I'm in 3rd year of computer arts.
So, you're one of the folks here in White Space that's been using the kettle quite recently. I can't. You need to stop. You're one of the few folks here in White Space that's been. You're one of them people here in White Space that's been using kettle. What do you use the kettle for? Stop it. Any ideas who he might be? Could be a she.
I wouldn't say anything. I would listen.